But yeah, they're and you guys can talk to Dave after, but Homer's back there as well. So, but yeah, absolutely, they're disappointed. We're all disappointed. We made the playoffs last year, and it was a step in the right direction, and we took a step back this year. And are we disappointed? Damn rights, we are. And are we happy? No, we're not. And are we going to do everything we can to make us a better team in September, October? Absolutely. Now, in saying that, we're staying on path. We're not deviating from what I told you guys. You're probably getting sick of hearing it. 2.5 years ago. We're building slowly, but that doesn't mean today doesn't mean something. It does. It does mean, though, we're not going to put roadblocks in place where 2 years from now we want to sign player X and we're not going to be able to do it, where player X is a better fit than a guy that we would have signed July 1st this year. I think most of our moves at this point right now, I say, are going to come internally. Our kids have come a long ways. I think if you look at the Phantoms, they clinched the playoffs last night. They've won 2 out of 3 games this year, and they've had a hell of a year. That's a huge step in the right direction for this franchise, because there's all kinds of sectors. Obviously, in the end, it's the Flyers, right? The Phantoms feed into the Flyers, the juniors, the college guys, all the draft picks. Everything ends up being reflective of the Flyers. And there's disappointment there this year, no question. But in all the other areas, again, the Phantoms, and when you look at the Phantoms, those kids are playing a huge part for them. They're not 6th, 7th defensemen, backup goalies, fourth line, 5th line scratch players. They got a big chunk of the pie there. So we've got some really good things going on there. Our prospects around the world have really grown this year, and this franchise is in a good place, short of the speed bump we hit here, where I'm disappointed. You sit down last night and start watching playoff games, and you get pissed off. It bothers me more than I can tell you. And in meeting with the players the last couple of days, our players are upset, and I'm genuinely upset. I mean, everybody can say they are, but I truly believe our group believe we should have made the playoffs, could have made the playoffs, and there was more there. So we left things on the table, and that's bothersome, but we're going to learn from it. We're going to get better from it.
Frustrating. I think when you try to do something and you can't do it, your mind wants to do something, but your body doesn't do it. It's frustrating, and it was up and down like our team, and it's got to be better, and it will.
Now that it's over, what was your body not able to do? Push off? Was it skating?
I think just a little bit of everything, but like I said, it's just frustrating, and but you know what, you got to keep working. You got to keep working on your game, get stronger, faster, and I'm very excited to have a summer here, to have the whole summer to work out and really do what I want to do.
Looked like you had that jump during the winning streak. A couple weeks ago you said that you didn't really feel like yourself until late in the year. It looked like you did that. Did you re-injure yourself after that long winning streak?
No. It just those stages. There was times during the season I was feeling really good, and then it kind of dipped down a little bit, went back to it just. But you know what? It's not about excuses. It's about making it happen, and I'm frustrated at myself and how I played, but you know what? I'm not gonna back down. I'm not gonna pout about it. I'm gonna go back to work and be the player I can be.
No, I said it before, my hip didn't bother me once this season. I haven't gotten treatment on it once this whole year. I mean, I took care of it. I, activated before, every day, did what I had to do. But, it's definitely a tough pill to swallow this season. Obviously, it wasn't the season I wanted, but, I learned a lot about myself, not only, as a player on the ice, but off the ice too. And, just getting through hard times, battling through adversity, and just coming back and trying to get back into the groove of things. Yeah, I mean, I've only played 2 years in the NHL, and I've seen the best of both worlds. I mean, I have the ups and I have the downs, and kind of teetering in the middle again. So the young guys, everyone's going to be different. I mean, we all have different styles of play, and and some guys are offensive, some guys are defensive. So you're going to see guys have different sort of say, I don't know how to say it, but like reactions towards anything coming their way. So if they want to bounce some ideas off me, I'll let them know, because I got some wisdom now.
Some excited to have a big group of guys that are going to be like first year, second year.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome just to those couple guys that came up and played, and seeing some other guys how well they're doing down there in the minors. It's awesome. I mean, I wish there were some more righties, but it's cool to see. I mean, Sammy Moran and Hager, they did great in their debuts, and the best thing is they look like they belong. They didn't stick out at all, and they didn't stick out for the wrong reasons in any way. They were contributing, and they looked like they belonged.
Just find a way to win the games. I mean, we should have a lot of experience. I'm gonna play 700 games soon. Simmer, a lot of games. G is over 600. It's just gotta find a way how to win those type situations and get to the playoffs and win a series. High quality the shots are. We were putting a lot of pucks on the net, but that stretch when we had that 15 games, we scored like 22 goals, if I'm not mistaken. We were playing. I would say we were playing pretty good, but I think it's normal that if you score 22 goals in 50 games, you start questioning yourself, like, what are you doing wrong? You know what I mean? That's normal. That's the way it works. I mean, we scored. We had 45 shots, and you score 1 goal. You're like, oh my god, like, is it luck, or do we do something wrong, or aren't we good enough? It's kind of good teams find a way to solution. They find a way to win the games 1-0, 2-1. You know what I mean? That's I think that's the part where we can get better. Bad starts, that's what you're talking about. Tough to say, obviously you go into the game, you prepare yourself, and you want to have a good start. You want to score that first goal, and in the end, when you're chasing the games in the first half of the season, you're chasing it basically every game, and that's what happened to us. Even we came back a lot of times. It takes an extra energy. If you're up 1-0, 2-0, you can play that game completely differently, especially when you play 3 games in 4 nights. Instead of coming back from 2 goals down, you waste that energy. That down the road, in the March, in April, you can use that energy. You can save some energy and use it, and then push to the playoffs. And sometimes in the big games, I think we were lacking that energy. Like when you look at the game in Jersey, we knew that was the biggest game of the year, but there was absolutely nothing we could do. Like, there was no one was skating. Sometimes you have 4 or 5 guys that might have heavy lags at that game, which is normal. But at that game, that was the biggest game of the year, and we were out of the energy. And one of the reasons is because we were having a bad starts in the beginning of the season.
Feeling good, feeling better. Still have little headaches, but feeling good.
What did you think when you saw video of that game?
To be honest, I didn't watch it. I heard about it a lot, and I didn't watch it. I haven't seen it. I don't think I'm going to watch it, and I don't know. It was scary. A lot of people were, afraid. So it was a tough situation, and like I said, I didn't watch it.
Do you remember when it actually happened, or is that all just black?
I remember getting dizzy, and my vision were a little off. I was seeing double, and then I remember just staring at the ceiling and all the heads above me and trying to talk to me. But first I really remember sitting in the locker room
Were you sick the entire day before the game?
Yeah, didn't feel good. I was, battling flu or some cold sinus virus for a few days, and as a hockey player, you wanna be tough, and you wanna play through injuries and through sickness, but sometimes I think you gotta be smarter.
Did you communicate how you felt to the trainers? They let it up to you anyway?
Yeah, it was kind of tough situation with Mace sick. Stoley is not even at the game, so it was only me, only goalie to play.
So you would have normally opted out?
No, I thought I could do it. I was drinking a lot of fluids. I had a good nap before the game, and I thought I was good enough to go.
What did they tell you was the actual reason you passed out? Dehydration?
Some of it, probably fever, and they didn't really know, but they did all the testing. They checked my heart, my lungs, they scanned my head, and all the tests, or the results were good. So I'm healthy, and that's really huge for me.
Yeah, I think, we had 7 free agents this year. So I think there's probably have a little bit of a turnaround here. Like you said, there's a lot of younger guys in Lehigh, that are, high on the radar and, are really good players. So, obviously I'm expecting, a lot of young kids to be coming up and it to change a little bit.
Why are you doing so well so quickly? I mean, the old adage used to be you pay your dues and...
Yeah, I don't know. It's a young man's league now. Yeah, everyone comes out and I don't know. It's just the young kids always come up. They do so much training now, and I don't know. I know the way they train now. It's completely different from when I was younger. It's all the stick handling, all that stuff like that. I'd be doing red line, blue line every day. That's it, not stick handling. So the kids come up. Their skill level is so high, and they have that talent. It's unbelievable. It's nice to watch. Yeah. Confidence. It's all about confidence, I think. And you watch Provi, you watch TK. Those kids know they can play hockey, and I don't want to say they're cocky, but they got a little bit of swagger to them. So
Everybody's instinct as a hockey player is to play through whatever they're going through. But Claude playing through what he did and goes the same thing. Couturier talking about the knee injury, not recovering as quickly as he would like. How much do you think that it maybe hurt the team, guys playing at 60, 70%? When you're talking about a season where guys say 4 or 5 points and you're talking about a different story,
yeah.
You tighten the microscope all the way down to something like that and say that
did
more harm than good?
I don't know if it did more harm than good, but what are you going to do? You're not going to play. You're going to let the boys down. You guys know how a hockey player's mentality. We're going to play unless we're dead. So, no matter what, we're injured, you're banged up, you got to get out there, you got to do it for the boys, you do it for yourself, you do it for your organization, and you got to play.